we do. If you're a rebounder, rebound. If you're a defender, defend. If you're a scorer, score. You know who you are. Let's don't get outside of what we do and what we've done all year in your role. All right, that's the most important thing. Now, whatever we do, again, stay disciplined. Stay disciplined. Things get erratic, get crazy out there. Stay disciplined. Stay together. Stay together, and we win this game.
The Brooklyn Nets or the Toronto Raptors will win a Game 7 for the first time in franchise history as we put a cap, really an exclamation point, on an extraordinary start to these NBA playoffs with 2 Game 7s here this afternoon. Awesome scene outside. Inside, though, focus from Dwayne Casey, the coach of the Raptors, to his players. Late in the clock, Williams to Pierce for 3. Paul Pierce, who has played in 8 Game 7s, more than the entirety of the Raptors team. We'll switch here. It's Ross guarding Johnson. Good ball movement by the Nets, and the former Raptor Anderson hits the 3. So the 5th-year man out of Michigan State into the game and shot clock here in this first quarter at the Air Canada Center in downtown Toronto. Again, 5. Pierce on the pitch with the 3. Started and ends the quarter with 3s. Paul Pierce and corner. Garnett's second shot attempt at his first make as he was left free by Valanciunas. I was laughing because
but keep in contact with the forearm.
now it is back to DeRozan. The double has to come. They go inside Garnett, and 1 and a 3rd foul on Gravis Vasquez, who is really uptight, but he has been involved in mismatches and picked up the fouls here in this first half. Now the Raptors haven't hit one. They're 0 for 7, but Amir Johnson got the rebound. Taken away by Livingston. KG running the floor with him. Livingston to the basket. Yeah, went out for dinner last night. Everyone wanted to talk about the Raptors. There's such a hunger for a champion in this city. This team trying to get a playoff series win.
Just skip Toronto. They have spent $68 million.
Right. Garnett from the top. Kevin Garnett. Here's no Garnett. Tied up underneath, and the foul's called as Amir Johnson is there with him. And Amir will get whistled for it. He's got the Nets up 4. Has deflected by Johnson. He's got it as he raced DeRozan and Pierce to the basket to finish. And a good job by Joe Johnson.
Okay, 2 old-timers played that perfect.
Like it was last night in Los Angeles. Good find. Garnett swung it. The 3 is knocked down by Thornton.
Thank you, Mike. Paul, describe the impact that your bench has had, particularly Marcus Thornton with 14.
Oh, they've been huge. They've been able to come in and build the lead. Marcus giving us great energy, and that's what we're going to need. You know, sometimes in these Game 7s, you need some unsung heroes, and, you know, Marcus is that guy tonight. He's really stepping up for us, along with Sean Levingston.
You talked about Game 7 experience. So much has been said about you guys having much more than they have. If this game is close coming down the stretch, how do you think that the Game 7 experience that you guys have will come into play?
Well, I like our chances, you know. I think we're going to thrive in close games on the road. We're not going to get rattled. We have a lot of guys that have been in this situation before, so we're going to keep our poise and just keep trying to grind it out.
All right, thank you.
The depth of this team gave Jason Kidd the chance to regulate minutes. So there is something left with a day in between in these playoffs. This is the best I've seen Garnett look in this series. 4 of 5 from the field. Kevin has 10 points and 6 boards. Just saw him Portland. You gotta give Rick Carlisle a lot of credit for the jobs he's done over the years. 4th quarter begins. Garnett off the bench, takes the feed from Livingston, and KG has 12 points and 7 boards. He looks spry and sharp in Game 7. Garnett on the switch, comes out on Lowry. Lowry tries to take him, gets in the lane, contact. And the takeaway by Brooklyn with Pierce.
Now, you have one of your best passers out of bounds, Vasquez.
With DeRozan. They have a timeout to use. Vasquez looking, still looking. Gets it to Lowry at 5 seconds. Lowry, Williams the tight defense. Here is Lowry on the deck through 2. Lowry put it up. It's blocked by Pierce, and the Nets win the series. As Paul Pierce, waiting in front of the rim, denies the shot and sends Brooklyn to the 2nd round.
Now, they got what they wanted. They wanted Lowry with the basketball. They wanted him to attack the rim. He gets down inside, but then give the Nets credit. This is just an excellent defensive play, cutting off the lane, and then the block.
At the moment of truth, it was the truth. Paul Pierce Listen to the fans salute their Raptors for a great season as you watch the ultimate play of the game. Clean block, great rim protection.
Once again, they're old-timers.
Thank you, Mike. Paul, tell me what happened on that last play with the series on the line.
Well, you know, we got to do a better job first getting the ball in bounds. I got to do a better job sealing. But look, we said we're going to win this with our defense. Lowry, we knew he was going to try to get to the hole. It was a scramble for the ball. I saw him go up. I went up with a block. Clean block at the end. I mean, it was a great playoff series. These guys, they're going to be tough to beat in the near future.
You guys were up 10 with about 3 minutes to go. What happened?
You know, they're a grinded out team. They have so many fourth quarter comebacks. I just think we have to do a better job defending. They ducked their heads, got to the basket, got some calls. Some calls didn't go our way, but that's the way the playoffs are. And we knew we was going to get their best. And it's a great, great series. I'm glad to be a part of it.
Andre Blatche guaranteed this win. It wasn't as easy as he maybe thought it was going to be, but what gave you guys confidence you could come in here and win a Game 7?
Mental fortitude. We just had a mental capacity to come in here, had the toughness not to give in, not to think about what happened before last time we was here. And I just think that's our experience right there. We said at the beginning of the series to get on the Game 7 on the road, to get a win. Just got to have mental toughness, and we had it today.
Speaking of confidence, you now head to Miami. You swept them during the regular season. How do you like your chances?
Well, you know, they're a different team in the playoffs. You know, they're confident. They've won 2 championships in a row. But, hey, series like this that to push you and push you to 7 games, get you ready for the next round. So we're going to be battle-tested going into Miami, I think.
All right, thank you. Congratulations, Paul.
All right, thank you.
Mike.
Lisa, 4 quick facts. The first Game 7 win in Nets history. The 24th Game 7 road win out of 118 tries. Jason Kidd, the first-year coach to win a Game 7 on the road. And for a team from Brooklyn, the first time since 1955 that they won a series. The Dodgers won the World Series over the Yanks that year with Hubie Brown and Lisa Salters. Mike Tirico. So long from Toronto. The Nets advance to see Miami. They win by 1. Spurs Mavs Game 7 next on ABC.